Chatting fuckers, welcome back to another installment of the Friday Wrap-Up Holiday Edition. As you can see, I'm wearing an official Christmas t-shirt. So I don't have to do too much talking. But we got one hell of a big show today, man, let me tell you. But before we get started, I want to tip my hat to today's libation. So I'm going today with the old holiday classic, tried and true, Eggnog. Now, not just any eggnog. I know what you're thinking. Tommy, did you go virgin? No. Naturally, I spiked it. Now, you could spike eggnog with basically anything you like. You can even buy it already spiked. I like to do my own spiking, though. So, there's a couple of things I like in eggnog. Mainly Frangelico is nice. I mean, people like to use rum and stuff like that, but I can't just drink Frangelico. I mean, this is the Friday wrap-up. It is happy hour, so I had to kick it up a few notches. So, here's my recipe for a Yuletide eggnog cocktail. Shot of your favorite bourbon. Okay? Half a shot of Frangelico hazelnut liqueur. Half a shot of that Godiva white chocolate liqueur. Give it a good stir. Azaluda. Drink up and be somebody. Ooh, that's delightful. It's got just the right amount of kick to it. Just the right amount of creaminess. So, without any further ado, let's jump into today's action-packed show. So, what a week. I had the pleasure of starting my week off by seeing an old friend perform on Sunday at the Paramount in Huntington. That's right, the Dice Man, Andrew Dice Clay. Now, I had a little trepidation about going to see him live. I haven't seen him live in years, you know. I was hoping he was going to be funny. I heard he had some health issues. He had some Bell's palsy, and he started this new tour. So I says, Jesus Christ, I hope he came up with some new material. I mean, there's only so many times you can hear, hickory dickory dock, this chick was sucking my cock, or Jack and Jill went up the hill, each with $1.25. Jill came down with $2.50. That fucking whore. But needless to say, I was pleasantly surprised. He had all new material. I mean, he still got it. Now, like I said, he's got that that Bell's palsy face, which for those of you who don't know what the fuck that is, it's like a temporary paralysis of some kind. He got it in August, and it's getting better, but he stayed on tour, so I gotta give him credit for that. I mean, performing with your face hair fucked up, slurring a little bit. Now, when we saw him Sunday, it wasn't that noticeable. You could see it was a little off, but it wasn't that noticeable. He was slurring a little bit, he got old. If you look at pictures of Dice back in the day, he had a full head of hair, was black. Now it's all gray. He's going bald. He traded in his cowboy boots for fucking Asics. He's still got the leather vest, but he's turning into a little old Joe. You know what I mean? But so he first came out and he mentioned his Bell's palsy, and then he launched into this strange Sammy Davis Jr. impression, and I thought to myself, great, his fucking cheese finally slid off his cracker, but. After that, the guy took off. He was fucking funny as fuck, man, let me tell you. I was rolling. A lot of times people come up to me and they say, oh, you remind me of Andrew Dice Clay. Let me just clear up some misconceptions here for you, okay? Yeah, we're both from Brooklyn, okay? He's Jewish, I'm Italian. This is a legitimate Brooklyn accent, okay? It ain't put on. This is how I talk 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I go anywhere, I open my mouth up. You don't need to fucking think too hard as to where I'm from. Now, Dice, on the other hand, he doesn't talk like this. His accent is more of a caricature. If he grew up in Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn, he must have hung out with a lot of Guidos. And, he turned it into a character. When you see him in a normal interview, he doesn't, you can tell there's a Brooklyn accent there, but he doesn't sound like this. You know what I mean? So, like I said, so Dice sounds like me. It's not the other way around, but needless to say, the guy is fucking hilarious. Now, he had a great opening act, too. This Eleanor Kerrigan. If you don't know who she is, get familiar. This broad is fucking funny as hell. She's a salty Irish broad from South Philly, and quite honestly, she could be my fucking spirit animal. This broad had me fucking rolling in the goddamn seats. I mean, she came out just unhinged. Both of them were like unwoke, unpolitically correct, and fucking hysterical. Now, I rarely laugh at comedians, especially nowadays, but I'm not gonna lie, I was laughing my dick off. I would love to lock every fucking woke liberal and millennial fuckface in a room and then make Dice perform and then watch their heads explode, because this is not for them, okay? Just like this show is not for people like that. Dice is 10 times worse than me. Makes me look like a fucking saint. That's saying something. Now, during the show, something occurred to me while I was there, you know. I was looking around the room, and it was a pretty even mix of men and women. Now, I'm going somewhere with this. See, Dice's comedy can be perceived as misogynistic and offensive by people with lesser intelligence that don't understand that it's an act. You know, it's shtick. It's not real. You know what I mean? You wouldn't think that he'd have any women fans. Okay, you wouldn't think that a woman would go to an Andrew Dice Clay show. You know how they are. Yeah, he's disgusting. He's an animal. I don't care for that sort of humor. You know. Yeah. But it turns out that there's quite a few intelligent women with a good sense of humor. You know, every time he made a joke about fucking or banana juice or he said vagina, I'm looking around the room and every broad in there is laughing her fucking tits off. Okay? So, hold on a second. This fucking computer. Okay, so I lost my place. So anyway, my point is that women who laugh at a Dice show are definitely keepers. Okay? You know, so like, I mean, after the show, they're going to go home, they're going to do some filthy things to you, and that's okay, and it's not okay, and it's okay. You know what I mean? But, so like, if you're serious about a broad, it's a little relationship advice from me. Okay? If you're serious about a broad, and you want to know if she's the one, before you go to the jeweler and you spend a small fortune on a fucking rock the size of a goddamn headlight, take it to a Dice show. You may have to wait a while. That's all right. You take it to a Dice show. Okay, if she don't laugh, then she ain't the one. All right, you leave her fucking ass in the parking lot. Okay, I don't give a shit how hot she is. All right, chances are she's pure fucking misery and she wasn't raised right. Now, when I went to the show Sunday, I didn't go by myself. Okay, I went with my two dear friends, Teresa and Eddie. I've mentioned them before on the show many times. Now, Teresa, like I've always said, is one of my best friends. She's the one who was confused for 15 years and then came out of the closet straight. And she met this great guy, Eddie, who's like a brother from another mother, you know. And I'm happy to say that they recently got engaged, and couldn't be fucking happier. Now, it was Teresa's idea to go see Andrew Dice Clay. She called me up and she said she wanted to get tickets because it was Eddie's birthday, and she asked me if I wanted to come along because she knows I like Andrew Dice Clay. So, naturally, I said, yeah. Now, she was bitching about going to the show. She was trying everything in her power to get out of going, okay? Needless to say, that didn't happen. You know, so she was, a little cranky that she had to go fucking see a comedian on a Sunday. I don't know why. Then the comedians came out, right? And they started their, Eleanor Kerrigan started, Dice, and I look over at Teresa, and she's laughing like a mongoloid in Baskin Robbins. Okay? I mean, she had a delightful time. So, Eddie, congratulations, my friend. You absolutely have a keeper there. Okay? See? And people say I'm not nice. But while we're waiting for the show to start, they have like these digital signs on the side that shows what the next shows are going to be, So, I look up, and they got some comedians, Ron White, blah, blah, blah. And one of the advertisements had said that Snooki from Jersey Shore was going to be there with some gay guy whose name I can't remember, that they do she does a podcast with. And they were doing a live show. And I'm thinking, who the fuck is buying tickets for this? Okay? I mean, they have to guarantee a certain amount of people to book the Paramount, right? So, the wheels start turning. And I had this brilliant fucking idea. I said, if Snooki can sell seats at the Paramount, I could sell the fucking place out if I did a Friday wrap-up live show. All right? Gaby, calm down. I know you just heard that and you just fell over sideways. Relax, buddy. Okay? So, I mean, it would be fucking huge. I mean, it'd be one night only, obviously on a Friday. I could have live guests. I could get Midget Kiss to perform. I mean, if you've never seen them, they're amazing. Okay, they're midgets that dress up like Kiss and then do all of Kiss's songs. Now, I'm not even a Kiss fan, but I would pay money to see them. I've seen them before. I would love to have them there that night, okay? I could probably get, Sean Hannity, Tucker Carlson. Dare I even say President Trump? I mean, I would have... can you fucking imagine? I get so excited just thinking of this. I would have cartwheeling midgets and acrobatic midgets all over the place. I'd even have a few pretty ones that would come out and hold up a sign to introduce each segment. I mean, it would be fucking insanity. I mean, come on. Me, Trump, and a bunch of midgets on stage? How the fuck does this not sell out? All right? It's going to be fucking huge. So this is what's driving my... This is what's in the works. Hopefully next year or two, we can put this together. I think it'd be fucking phenomenal. On another note, if you don't see me next week, it's probably because I'm either in jail or in a fucking straitjacket in Bellevue. Upstairs, they have been playing fucking Christmas music nonstop. Okay, since 3 fucking days before Thanksgiving. I'm shocked they made it this far without burning the house down. Okay, it's all fucking day long from 7:30 in the morning to 9:30 in the motherfucking night. Okay, I mean, how fucking jolly do you need to be? Seriously. I swear on all that is holy, if I hear fucking Joy to the World one more motherfucking time, part 1 of my killing spree is going to start right here. Okay? You know what I'm going to do? On Christmas Day and Christmas Eve, I'm going to blast porn for fucking 2 days straight. You get that? So now when you're opening up your Christmas presents and having your Christmas dinner, you're going to hear all kinds of pornographic sounds coming up. You're going to hear, oh, daddy, to me in the ass. Okay? All right? How's that for fucking jolly? You want jolly? I'll show you jolly. All right? Disgraziad. Anyway. Moving on. Wet my whistle a little bit here. I know. As I'm saying this, I have Christmas music playing in the background. I personally, it's not that I hate Christmas music. I just don't like it when it's not Christmas. The only time I want to hear Christmas music is on Christmas. I have it playing in the background, for ambiance, for you people. Get that whole little holiday vibe. As soon as the show is over, I put on a little fucking Metallica. And that's it, and I call it a day. All right, kids, your Cuomo update. Well, the world just keeps taking a shit on the Cuomos. I mean, Nostrils has been ordered to turn over the $5.1 million that he made on his book deal to the state by next month. Happy New Year, fuckface. A New York State ethics panel concluded that this dumbass violated pledges not to use state resources to write that piece of shit book of his about leadership during the Wu flu crisis as he killed 10,000 old people and fondled everyone's tits. So, 2021 has not really been a good year for these fucks. I mean, he was forced out of office. CNN fired his stupid fucking brother, okay? And now he's out $5 million. I mean, karma really is a bitch, huh? Maybe his next book should be about proper groping techniques during a pandemic. Or how to not get caught fondling people. I mean... All right, kids, your COVID special report. All right, the mask mandate. Now, I mentioned this last week. Hochul, woke up with a wild hair up her ass and decided to start some Malaview and make this whole fucking mask mandate, right? So this week she walked it back a little bit and she said that she's leaving the enforcement of the mask mandate up to local leadership in New York. So incoming Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman said that he will not be enforcing the mandate because it's fucking dumb. All right? And then that squirrel-faced Curran, who's the current Nassau County executive, said that she won't enforce it either, but that she'll take complaints, whatever the fuck that means. Okay? She's only got like 2 weeks left in office. Goodbye, good luck, you fuck. Steve Ballone over in Suffolk County, however, will be enforcing it, but that's okay, because you know what? There's a lot of ugly people in the 631. Okay? There, I fucking said it. Right? There's a lot of ugly people over there. Obviously, except for the people that I know. If I know you and you live in Suffolk, you're not part of that category. Relax. Okay? I mean, now, everyone else, basically looks fucking inbred. Okay? Now, of course, that doesn't mean every single person in Suffolk County. You know, I'm sure there are plenty of pretty people that I don't know. Of course, I got to say this because everyone is so fucking sensitive. They can't just look in a mirror and say, oh, that Tommy, he's so silly. I know he's not talking about me because I'm pretty. Okay? I mean, so, listen, if your face doesn't horrify children, then when you take your mask off, then obviously this doesn't fucking pertain to you. All right? However, if your face makes babies spontaneously cry, and then children require therapy for looking at you for more than 2 seconds, and they stop believing in Santa Claus, then perhaps maybe you shouldn't fucking leave the house, masked or unmasked. All right? And, we know how New Nazi Germany, formerly known as New York City, will be handling this, so I'm not even going to go there. Now, listen, this stupid mask mandate's been in place for about a week. And you probably think, oh, God, I'm surprised he's not in prison. Well, because I said it. I've said it before. I will not. I refuse to put another fucking mask on. And I haven't. I won't do it. I just won't. There is nobody more fucking stubborn than me. And because I look pissed off all the time and I look like I'm ready to rip somebody's arms out, most people are smart enough to leave me the fuck alone. But, surprisingly, I've only had one incident this week. I know, shocking. Want to guess where? If you said Dunkin' Donuts, bingo, you hit the fucking nail on the head. So, Tuesday morning, I go to Dunkin' Donuts. I'm standing in line and minding my business. Now, if you know me, you know I am not a fucking morning person. I'm barely even human until about noon, okay? So, pissing me off any time between 12 o'clock and when I'm awake is, you really, you got a death wish, all right? So I'm standing there in line, I'm minding my fucking business, and this broad comes in behind me, she taps me on the shoulder. I've seen her in there before, and I've seen her without a mask. The mask mandate works for her. Yeah, so she's like, she probably was originally from Suffolk County. So anyhow, she taps me on the shoulder, she says, excuse me. I said, yeah. She goes, there's the mask mandate. I said, yeah, that's nice. So you're not wearing one. I said, sweetheart, last time I checked, it was your free country. I'm not putting a mask on. And I was nice, even though I wanted to just not speak and just punch her right in the fucking head. She said, well, there's rules and you have to wear a mask or you shouldn't be in here. I said, lady, being that this is your free country, we all have choices that we can make. I chose to not wear a mask. I'm glad you chose to wear one because your face disturbs people. So you have another choice you could make. You could either stand there with your masked face and get your coffee after I order, or you can leave if my unmasked face bothers you so much. I said, but whatever choice you make, pretty please, shut the fuck up. And I turned back around. This woman apparently couldn't deal with that level of honesty, so she left. And everybody in the Dunkin' Donuts started clapping. Okay? Yeah, I mean, who would have thought I'd be the one leading the rebellion? But oddly enough, that's it. That's all I had this week. I haven't had any other mask incidents. So, that's probably a good thing. People, either they're smart or they just figure, fuck it. Like I went into the store, the supermarket. I saw a lady wearing a mask around her neck. Like, yeah, you got that mask thing covered, bitch. Anyway, so, get your tickets out, kids. You know what time it is. We're about to hop onto that maniacal, magical express into mayhem and fuckery. All aboard! Crazy train's leaving the station. First stop, Queens. Okay, so on Tuesday, this is big news, kids. Big news. On Tuesday, 6 people were arrested at the Cheesecake Factory in the Queen Center Mall for staging a sit-in to protest the vaccine and mask mandates in New York City. Okay, these 6 unhinged savages walked into the Cheesecake Factory without masks or vaccination cards. Wait for it. Gets worse. So they walk in, they go right past the hostess, they didn't show her shit, and then they sat down. Oh, the horror. Okay, wait, I mean, they didn't burn, loot, or drag people through the restaurant, beating their faces against the floor. Instead, these animals just sat there and refused to comply with Fuhrer Muppet Hands' mandates. One of them became so fucking unhinged that they actually tried to order a fucking burger. I mean, the balls, right? Jesus Christ. I mean, that son of a bitch should get the fucking death penalty. Right, really. I mean, don't these criminals know that if you want to protest and not get arrested, that you have to burn the city down while wearing a BLM shirt? Fucking dummies. I wonder if they'll let them out of the new bail reform laws. Big. Okay, kids, next stop, Pennsylvania, the Granite State. So, a University of Pennsylvania student named Leah Thomas is dominating in women's swim competitions, and it has parents outraged. Huh. I mean, they even went as far as to write a letter to the college athletics governing body demanding a rule change. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, why are these people so fucking outraged? Well, simple. It's because Leah is a man. That's right. Leah is a transgender student who was originally a biological male named William. I mean, he's like fucking 5 times the size of every chick on the swim team. All right? This is like the equivalent to a non-tard in the Special Olympics. Like, you ever see that Johnny Knoxville movie? It's like that, okay? So this is what has parents pissed off. So the moral of the story here is, I guess guys really are better at sports than most girls. Oh no, right? While we're in Philly, let's go a little bit further down the turnpike and have a stop in the city of brotherly love, one of my favorite cities, Philadelphia. So, I mentioned this last week that there was a cream cheese shortage. Yeah, I wasn't bullshitting you. There really is a cream cheese shortage. It's serious. It's getting bad. So much so that because of the shortage, Kraft is offering to pay people not to use cream cheese this Christmas in their fucking desserts. Can you imagine? I'm not even kidding. Okay, so they're offering people $20 for recipes that don't call for cream cheese, so they can put it on their website and discourage you from buying their product. Yeah, okay? This is how bad it is. When a company that's known for making cream cheese starts paying people to not buy their product. All right? Good job wrecking the country, Biden. And this fuckface is actually from PA. Imagine? Okay? So last stop, Florida. The Sunshine State. A Fort Lauderdale man named Adam Jenny got thrown off of a United Airlines flight for challenging their mask mandate. Everybody's going crazy. This is how it starts, okay? Okay, he challenged their mandate by instead of wearing a mask, a surgical mask, he chose to wear a red women's thong over his face instead. I only hope it was clean, okay? Because, you know, if you're wearing a dirty one, I could understand people getting a little upset. So, the power-drunk flight attendant said that he was not in compliance with the United Airlines' mask rules, okay? And he had to get off the plane. Now, here's United's mask rules, okay, for those of you that are wondering. The mask cannot have any vents, and it must completely cover your mouth and nose, which this thong clearly does, okay? So I don't see what the problem is. You know, plus, you know, it's probably a little better than one of those fucking surgical masks, because that's just like paper or some shit. A thong has an extra layer of cotton, you know, to absorb excess moisture. You know what I mean? I mean, listen, this thing is designed to keep a vagina, you know, safe and nice. So why wouldn't it make a good mask? You know what I mean? Listen, I once saw a woman 2 summers ago wearing one in the laundromat as a mask, and I didn't have a problem with it, neither did anyone else there. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. I mean, the people at United are fucking morons. That's clearly the problem. Now, here's the best part of this. So they throw this guy and his underwear face off the plane, and there were other passengers that got up and left the plane voluntarily as well because they felt that what United did was wrong. I mean, look, I get the solidarity thing, but now you're stuck without a flight, and now you have to get another flight, pay extra money. You're going to have to kill some hours in the airport, maybe even a fucking day. You're going to get laid over, all of which is no fun. Trust me, I speak from experience there. So these people were nice, but fucking dumb. They didn't think this through. Okay? They all got off the plane and they were like, oh, fuck, now what? You know what I mean? The world just gets fucking crazier and crazier. All right, kids. Your sports update. Let's get serious now here for a second. I got some bad news. Bad news. NFL. Sadly, this may come as a shock to some of you. New York football teams suck. Okay? The Giants, the Jets, even the other New York team, the fucking Bills, all lost on Sunday. But, silver lining, at least the Saints won. They slaughtered the Jets 30-9. This week's misery, Giants and Cowboys Sunday at 1, Jets and Dolphins Sunday at 1. There's two bowls of shit to pick from right there. And the Saints play the Buccaneers Sunday at 8:20. That might be a decent game. Okay, NHL, Rangers are playing the Vegas Golden Knights tonight at the Garden at 7 o'clock, And the Islanders play the Knights right down a block in Belmont Sunday at 2. NBA, Nets and Magic Saturday at 7:30. Then they play the Nuggets Sunday at 7:30. The Knicks and the Celtics Saturday at 7. And the Bulls, who slid to third place behind the Bucks, play the Lakers Sunday at 8. All right, kids, get ready. What the fuck is that? We're going to talk about Kegel Weights. Yep. Now, for those of you that don't know what a Kegel is, it's a vaginal exercise where by tightening the vaginal muscles, you actually strengthen it. So that way, when a dick hits it, it's not like, throwing a coffee can in the hallway. It's got some tightness that, you can make the guy's eyeballs roll around in their fucking head. Now, typically, women will do this, after they've had a kid or, after they've, sat on enough dicks like that, like the size of my fucking arm, if they're a hoa, or they just want to, not that everyone who does it is a hoa, don't fucking freak out, but like, a normal broad will do this just to keep everything nice and tight and so on. It's nice in there. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not poo-pooing it at all. I'm all for it. And it's really simple. You just sit there and you contract your vaginal muscles while you're just doing nothing. You could be at work, watching TV, washing dishes, whatever. Okay? So I didn't know. I knew about Kegels, but I didn't know that they had exercise equipment for this. Okay? So get this shit. A Kegel weight is I guess it's like one of those squish things, and each one of them has a different level of resistance. Okay? And you stick this thing in there, and it's got a little ripcord so you can pull it right out. You slide it up in there, and I guess as you're contracting it, it pushes back. So you develop some stronger muscle. Listen, I don't know. Unless you're sitting on elephant dicks, I don't understand why you would need, one of these things. Even a porn star, maybe if you're in adult entertainment, this might work out. But you're gonna build up that pussy muscle so much that when somebody goes to fuck you, you're actually gonna be brought up on manslaughter charges. You might clamp down on it and just rip that damn thing off, or it might get stuck. I've seen that. A true story. I worked in an emergency room in Mercy Hospital, and they brought a couple in who were married, just not to each other, and they were fucking around, and I don't know what happened. Her vagina spasmed and locked up onto the guy's dick. Yeah, this guy was screaming bloody hell. They had to shoot her full of muscle relaxers right in the hoo-ha area just to get her to loosen up so this guy could pull out. Yeah, she mangled his dick, I can tell you that right now. So, guys, if you're looking for that last-minute holiday gift for your loved one, this ain't it. Because if you buy it, chances are she's going to beat you to death with it. Okay, on Right or Racist. In Japan, milt, which is the semen of a male fish, is considered a delicacy. Is that right or racist? Well, that's right. Milt is referred to as shirako, which translates to white children. Yummy. Makes me want to finish my eggnog. And it is indeed a Japanese delicacy. Now, like, the Japs eat some weird shit, I understand, but, like, how did they... whose job is it to jerk off a fish? Like, what you know, like, you pull the fish out before you... I mean, do you have to go underwater to do this? Is there some guy that's on there, like, you know, beating off a fish? Like, how do you know before he's going to come that you can put it, like, in a little bowl or something? And then, how the fuck do you eat it? Like, is it like a soup? Like, is it just like you spread it on a cracker or something? You know what? Maybe I don't need to know. Okay, like, there's certain things that I probably would be better off not knowing. How these fucking crazy Japs eat fish cum, I don't want to know. Like, do they spread it on their face? Like, man, put some fish banana juice on me or something. I mean, I don't know. Fucking Jesus Christ, these people. This is why these Asians, if you look at them, you gotta wonder what goes through their fucking heads, okay? Anyhow, your PSA. I'm gonna go back to that dice show for a second. So we're at the show, right? And I don't understand why people feel it necessary to do this at, like, a comedy show. But, like, have a little fucking etiquette. It's annoying. Like, people, shouting things out. Some guy, I don't know what, like, when Eleanor Kerrigan was doing her set, some fucking guy said something. Like, shut up. We didn't pay to see you and your fucking dumb face. We came to see this broad and endangered Dice Clay. Shut the fuck up. You ain't funny. If you were funny, you'd be a comedian, right? You'd either be up on stage or you'd be doing something worthwhile with yourself. I don't even consider myself a comedian. Like, I don't try to be funny here. You know what I mean? Like, this is really therapy for me. It keeps me from stabbing people. If you happen to get a laugh out of it, fantastic. But I'm not trying. But, like, you know, these people, they try to shout things out at the comedians. These are fucking professional people that just make fun of people for a living. What shot do you have, right? So this guy says something. She has to stop her set, lose her train of thought, call the guy fucking retarded and ask him if he had Tourette's. Okay? Twice. And then Dice is doing a show. There's somebody... The guy's got all new fucking material, which is killing. The last thing this man wants to do is stop and do shit from 1983, okay? Which he did towards the end. He always does. But shut the fuck up, you moron. You know, and then, you know, you got these people that just, they don't understand how to go to a fucking show. Like, first of all, there's signs all over the place. No video taking, no picture taking. Dice is a little fanatical about that. And I don't blame him, especially in today's, like, video world, because he doesn't video any of his shows for a lot of reasons. One, cancel culture. Two, if you could go online and YouTube it or you see it, then you're not going to pay $100 to go see the guy, right? Makes sense. If I was a comedian, I'd do the same shit. So there's fucking videos and there's some fucking drunk goddamn broad in front of me. She's, I gotta take pictures and videos. 3 times security had to come over and tell her, listen, lady, put the phone away. She's like, I didn't know. He goes, yeah, there's signs everywhere. I got to come over here again. Club Soda Kenny, his chief of security, comes and goes, if I have to come over here again, I'm going to have to escort you out. I know Club Soda Kenny for years. You know, I've seen him around for years. I don't know him personally, but I know who he is. Big fucking tall lurch. He was an ex-cop. So, you know. It just, and then, these fucking, the people that got to take a piss in the middle of the fucking show. Like, you know you're going to a show, right? Okay, handle all your bathroom shit before you sit down. Okay, or wait till the admission. All right? Or just don't drink anything if you got a weak bladder. Especially if, like, you're sitting in the middle of the aisle and you got to make everybody get up. It's distracting to the performer, all right? And it's also annoying to people like me who don't want to fucking be bothered. And there was this one broad, okay? This is what I mean. Cripples are fucking inconsiderate, all right? And listen, I was crippled for like 3 months. I showed you I had the peg leg and the cane. I didn't bother nobody. I went places that I could get in and out of without disturbing anybody. I wouldn't go see a show like that because I'd have to unbuckle my fucking leg. And if I did, I'd make sure I sat on the end, okay? This broad had 2 broken feet, crutches. She had to sit right in the middle of the aisle. I said, oh, look at this shit. She comes in. We're all sitting. You know, you have to be seated by 8 o'clock. She walks in 20 after 8, right in the middle of the fucking guy's set, and decides she has to sit down, okay? So we all had to get up. She has to go in there with her crutches and everything, sits down. 20 minutes later, this bitch is making everybody get up because she's got to take a fucking tinkle, okay? You and your broken feet couldn't pee before? If you know you're going to get up and piss, go stand in the back of the fucking room. Seriously, okay? That's what I mean. I don't feel bad for people who are all banged up and crippled. I was one of them. I didn't bother nobody, okay? Because I'm cognizant of it. All of these other fucking mortar of arms, they feel like because they're all banged up, you should kiss their ass and do nice things for them. Fuck you. That's what I say. You know what I mean? So that's been your PSA for this week. Stay COVID-less, kids. No mask. Don't ask. Haters can kiss my ass. And remember, who loves you, babe? It's been your Friday wrap-up, and I'll see you when I see you.